10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Lena.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Life Stealer.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Alliances turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick.
The undying waits.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Imber spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Anti-mage.
Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Bad Rider!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Greetings, salutations, thank you panel. This is the point of the cast that we make sure that Cinderen's microphone and other things that he needs to make sure that work beforehand work now. Cinderen, are you okay? Are you sure? Okay. Thank you, Cinderen. You've been very bad for the majority of your career. I didn't want to say anything to you, but now that you brought it up, you know. Looking at these two... Okay, that could be perceived many different ways, and we won't go there, Cinderen, but thank you for making this a non-PG stream already. Alliance versus Team Nigma, Cinderen. Which lineup for this specific game do you like more?
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
You'd be a great politician, and I wouldn't, because I would have said, just one team or the other, and that would have been the end of my thought. So congratulations, Cinderin. You're terrific. One thing I do want to mention, though, is FNG is playing the Snapfire. So position 5, I highly doubt we see an Ags, although it's been extremely common on the hero. The panel kind of brought that up before, whether it's in more of the core or more prominent, the position 4 that ends up getting a lot of form with the Agnum Scepter. Do you think that that is going to be... Yes, that's what I was going to get to. I think it's actually a broken Ags that will be nerfed in the next patch. But you pick it without that in mind. Like, do you think that's a detriment to them, or? Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, of course it is early on. I mean, is there a point in this lane that it starts to go in the favor of Alliance, you think? Or will it continue down this trend? I mean, FNG, obviously, with the salve being gone, is kind of a huge detriment. Only has 3 tangos left, but I believe something's coming on the courier now. Yeah, another salve, it looks like. Yep, dive comes in as well, so Nico Baby and FNG taking extra damage on top of this. I mean, looking at the CS, if we look at Miracle, 11-1 in terms of CS, and Nico Baby 7-1. Still, obviously, quite early, as First Blood middle lane, Weehaw actually pops the salve and lives through it very nicely. This is a player that has been getting a lot of hate recently, Cinderin. As we'll get to that in just a moment. Looks like Hanskin takes a tumble in the bot lane. Of course, we should mention that obviously Kuroki is back. We mentioned this as well earlier, but it is going to take a little bit of an adjustment, even if it's been, you know, it's not like he's been completely AFK. He's obviously been talking with the team and whatnot, but they haven't been playing with him as much, obviously, over this stretch that he's been injured. So that'll give Weehaw the confidence he needs. I am a huge Weehaw believer. I was talking about it earlier, Cinder, and he's getting a lot of hate because of a certain Storm Spirit game he was playing. But if he gets off to a good start, well, he may have died a few times. Well, you are the 1 in 19 Pudge, if I remember correctly. Did you? Well, you're position 5. It's a little bit different, I think. It's Weehaw's going to get cookied here on the bottom rune area.
Regeneration!
Yep, in terms of CS, the mid lane isn't that big of an advantage. Although, actually, this is a full wave, so yeah, it's going to go more in favor of Weehaw, but obviously the First Blood being huge. Yeah, true. Miracle and Kuroki chasing off Handskin as we do approach the 5-minute bounty rune. Looks like Nigma's going to get 3 out of 4. Indeed. What do you think of AM in this specific game? Yep, let's say connects. Wave to follow, but bottom lane we did, or top lane I should say, Snapfire does drop by the tower, surprisingly enough. Nico Baby attempting to run away. LSA does not connect though. Looks like Nico will live through the day. Well, Limp finally gets a rune for himself. Unfortunately, it is just illusions. Not the... Yeah, he doesn't have bottle. Will he be going bottle still? Yeah, I guess he still has it queued up. Yeah, saving for whatever reason right now. Bot lane, Weehawk does TP down there. We're going to see the first lasso of the game will result in a kill onto S4. Although Miracle's taking heavy damage as a result, but will live through the day. So Weehawk continuing his dominance, and this will provide GH with some much needed levels, and Limp with some much needed levels as well. Oh, mind control though. Hold that thought, Cinderan. We're going to see the ensnare here into the shotgun. Mind control looks to be dead. LSA does connect, but the cookie to follow. It's going to be an easy kill, which Limp desperately needed to help get back on track here in this game. And
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
perhaps if they end up winning this, we can ask them that very specific question, Cinderan. I know you're going to be just waiting for that with bated breath.
Tower is under attack.
Yes. We've established that many a time. Weeha's still in this bot lane. He has Boots of Travel now. Took out a fairly large stack for this time of the game. So Boots of Travel at pre-8 minutes. Pretty freaking good. And this is one of those heroes that can really snowball. Now the question is, what does he go after this? Do you still go drums on this hero? I've been seeing a lot of players kind of opt for not going blink for the first like couple items. As GH is going to steal the rune in this top river. But what item would you prefer for Weeha's second?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, he did get the arcane ring.
I don't think so.
Now I'm going to ask you a really tough question. Something that has changed so much in the last 10 years we've been watching Dota 2. What item build is Anti-Mage going for, Cinderan? God, I can't even begin to predict what type of item that hero goes for. As Weeha top lane, Lasso is available, not able to find the range there. We'll continue on under the tower. He's going to get Snapfire cookied, and Weeha! Oh dear. That is not what you want to see from your mid laner.
That was a bird.
Very important. Thank you for the details, as we talked about. Useless details, but details nonetheless. GH. They forced out the egg, but, you know, Weeha's already alive. that was a really good bait. Very, very good bait from GH.
Tower is under attack.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, in theory, they could have lived on Lifestealer as well as do that, right? As S4 Arena onto Kuroki. TP support is coming. Solar's going to keep him healthy. Tombstone is down. Here comes Weehaw, though. Doing a lot of fire damage here, but they will lose one. Likely will be the trade, if not more. Nico Baby now. He did infest for a little bit, but Laguna Blade is there. And this looks to be another kill going away of Team Nigma. Limp. Oh, that's a good ult from Snapfire. Mind Control looks to be dead. So it ends up being a 2 for 2 as Weehaw now in the trees. Fly's still on cooldown for a little bit, but the Tombstone, very, very annoying to deal with, and that will likely break things up here. Alliance kind of lucky to end up getting a couple kills there. Oh, they're diving. Well, they think better of it. Double damage still applied to Limp. Searing Chains connects into the cookie. FNG puts himself in a little bit of a precarious spot, but attempting to run away now as the Sunray is just beating upon him with the sticky napalm. That's going to be a very easy kill for Team Nigma. And Weehaw with the lasso. Limp doesn't... Yeah, he does have a Remnant up now as the egg is in pretty good position to stun him out. And this looks to be yet another one going the way of the Radiant squad. And all the while, Cinder and Miracle is top lane farming towards the very rare pickup of Battle Fury on Anti-Mage, where he is well on his way to finishing that.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
TPing in. That was definitely a miscommunication. Discord stopped working for them. Something happened. A little bit of breakdown of communication. As Mind Control, he's in kind of a bad spot as well. He's going to get Searing Chains. Laguna Blade does come out of the hand skin, but he's going to stay alive under the cover of the Tombstone Nigma, trying to work their way to get more kills here. LSA does connect onto S4. And he will be surrounded and actually mana voided by Miracle. So a 2 for 1. They lose Weehaw. I mean, Weehaw, I'm not saying this is definitely the case this game, that they want this to be happening, but historically speaking, for a mid laner, he has kind of been like that sacrificial lamb, like on a lot of the teams, including DC back in the day. Speaking of. Oh, he gets the lasso off, but dies. You were praising him, go ahead.
Invisibility.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Radiant are scanning.
Ooh, Flame Break cancels that cookie. The egg is coming out as well. Eggs and cookies, not the greatest combination. especially when they're on opposite teams, Synderen. They will find a Snapfire kill. Mind Control, he's going to get arena'd and likely just brought down immediately with the Tombstone, and Solrip keeping him alive. Mind Control somehow staying alive through all of this, and here comes the dive as well. Nico Baby infests, no, actually ends up dropping the Lifestealer, so a 2-for-1 in favor of Nigma. They will continue the pressure. Limp, no more remnants to speak of. Solrip just destroys him. S4 now, in the meantime, trying to go up the cliff, but somehow, someway, Weehaw has stayed alive throughout all of this. Double kill for him, a 4-for-1. Although I believe FNG died in that fight too, didn't he? Did he actually just respawn? He might die again. He's gonna get slowed.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has
Yeah, that is
fallen.
odd. Oh, they're trying to initiate. LSA is there. Oh, lasso not in time, but it's not really going to matter. They have the damage. Now Miracle is just jumping in with that Battle Fury Yasha, fearing absolutely nothing. The arena is here, along with the Mortimer's Kisses. That should be enough to take out Mind Control, despite the tanky nature. 2-for-1 to start things out. Weehaw really wants to go back in. Is going for the BKB, as you suggested, Synderen. So good job. You got one of the details correct. But it's really interesting because without like this instant initiation, they're really it's kind of like slow initiating all these fights, right? Weehaw just kind of walks in, he waddles in. I mean, he is relatively fast, and the flame break has been pretty on point for him this game, despite his. I mean, the only mistakes, quote unquote, that he's made is just being out of position a couple times solo, which, as I say that, he's not solo technically because Kuroki is here for moral support if nothing else. Solrip gonna keep him alive a little bit longer. Weehaw, looks like the cookie will be there as well, but Kuroki TP's out. Are you kidding me? Good lord. Sunray keeping Weehaw alive now. Is this a bait that Mind Control and company wanted here? He has mech up in 1 second, but dies shortly before that was available. Now the focus is onto the egg. FNG is getting bursted down as a result, and Nico Baby mana voided now, limp on the run. Doesn't have any more remnants, but Miracle, no mana void to work with. Weehaw, of course, as we talked about, doesn't really have a blink dagger anyway to close the gap there. So in the end, it's a 2-for-3. It feels like Lifestealer is dying literally every single fight. He is 4-4 right now.
That was hot.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Weehaw has lassoed somebody, Cinder. It's gonna have to. You're gonna have to hold that thought. He has no remnants again. Ay, ay, ay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
They can't. They just can't kill Kuroki, man. This guy is Jesus. Yep. Well known. That's what she said.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this cosmetic is really weird.
Under attack. Radiant's
This is like
structures
the
are fortified.
waddling version of wing movement. I agree. It is odd. And everyone knows how much you hate kids, Cinderin. It's been well established. It starts with Invoker, and now it's just bled into every single cosmetic that you dislike. You somehow always, for anything you dislike, end up comparing it to a child. Not sure what your problem is.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But the tier 2 tower looks to be dead. And Miracle has the Manta Battle Fury. Actually, he's holding the Essence Ring instead of the Ring of Aquila. That's kind of interesting. Finishing Basher here very shortly as well. Oh, Arena. Can they kill Mind Control? Sorab keeps them alive, but finally they do take him out with FNG. Kurogi now completely surrounded, but there's the cookie onto Miracle. This could be a pretty good fight for them. Buyback onto the Lina. And it looks like the first to die is actually the Ember Spirit, as I'm dying on my own water here, Cinder, and S4
Dire's top
away.
tower
So
is under
despite
attack.
the good initiation onto Lina, it was just a Lina at the end of the day. A position 4. Batrider, Weehaw.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah. Regeneration.
And I am fine with
Dire's
Holy
middle
Locket
tower
being a
is
very
under
niche
attack.
or niche item, depending on what way you want to pronounce it, Cinderin. It's okay. Some items should not be purchased by every single hero in the game, like Battle Fury on Anti-Mage.
Dire's
So,
structures are
Tier 1
fortified.
tower fortified. It looks like Alliance wants to defend potentially, as Miracle is actually going to be very aggressive here. He's going to find an arena, but there's the heal to Soul Rip, keeping him alive again. BKB being shown off now by Weehaw. Lasso is keeping Nico Baby in place. Does he have Infest? He does. Into S4 he goes.
Dire's bottom tower.
Still, no one has died in this fight. Is the Egg? Nice positioning onto the high ground here. Not able to catch anybody off though. As Miracle jumps in again very aggressively, really relying on Kuroki to get these soul rips off, but might have bitten off too much to chew. Aegis is still intact, of course, it doesn't really matter. Mars dies, buys back into the game. Kuroki trying to heal himself now finally will be brought down, and that is just a position 5 undying that takes so long to be taken out. Miracle still with that Aegis intact and limp. Man avoided to death. Nico Baby kind of isolated here. It does have S4 in the vicinity, but as you can tell by the positioning of Team Nigma, they want to go in for more. S4 completely drained of mana. Weehaw getting healed up thanks to GH, and it looks like they'll find another kill in the form of the Lifestealer, and Handstand looks to be next, and this is just getting completely out of control. The heals from both Undying and Phoenix, and since Lina ended up getting the Greaves, her as well, pretty ridiculous how much sustainability they have.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Where'd you go?
But on the other side of the map, there is a smoke gank just for your Phoenix. So an Ember for a Phoenix, even being down 19k, probably not what you want to see. Weehaw, nice flame break to start things off. Undying's Tombstone continues to stay alive despite the little Shredder being used. Weehaw with that double kill, triple kill in fact, as Nico Baby now on the run. This will likely be very close to a GG. And Miracle still with Aegis. I mean, I guess that shouldn't be too big of a surprise considering it is so difficult to kill anybody, including the position 5s. And there's the GGs. It's just outclassed this game.
Radiant victory. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick. Dire team ban.
Storm Spirit.
Seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Alliance's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick. Second Dire team pick.
Lena.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick.
Bad Rider!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Slada.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Meatball!
Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Alliance's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick.
Imba Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Slog.
You may now select your heroes.
Life just got
What kind of
interesting.
scam you running here?
Prepare for battle.
Freaking embarrassment.
Thank you, Zyori. Thank you, Cinderin. Thank you, panel. I'm actually jiggling in my seat. He's correct, but that's more because I'm morbidly obese. That has nothing to do with the meeple. But we can talk about meeple a little bit here, Cinderin, because it is the Weehaw. I have quite a bit of experience watching him play from behind like a creeper back in the day. They ended up banning out the ET that the panel mentioned, and Sven from back in the day was his... Like, back when he was super cocky, okay? Weehaw's a very super cocky guy, but in a good way. It's not like a negative. Unless he gets killed over and over and over again, which we've seen many a time. But his #1 counter is actually Sven, according to him. Unless that's changed in the last 5 years, which is possible.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, Wyvern used to be him.
The battle begins.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
Bolas. I like it. Old school reference right there. Although I think it still says Bola in there, doesn't it? Yeah, it does actually say unleashes fiery bolas. They kept that in. That's nice of them. Okay. Well, yeah. That's the next one. Weehaw actually getting forced out of lane by Limp right now. 5-1 advantage versus 5-0. Just in general, I know you probably haven't seen this matchup a ton, but Meepo versus Storm. How does that work for either? Is there an advantage one way or the other? Alright, talk to me about these lanes, because we got Miracle on this Ember, bot lane with GH's Phoenix. So, technically a position... I mean, he is the position 1, but kind of the 3 right now against the S4 Slardar FNG Chen. What do you think of this matchup?
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, and then the top lane, Nico Baby Slark versus Mike Control's Batrider, obviously with Dark Pact, can just take off those sticky napalm stacks constantly. Hanskin is here to support as well. LSA will not connect this time around, though. Should Slark be... I mean, he's going to get chased down right now. LSA is going to connect to keep him alive. Pounces to safety. Kuroki has the Mango and Decay very soon. Not sure if this is going to be enough. LSA again, though. What do you think of the name Light Strike Array? Have we had this conversation before? We're gonna have to hold that thought center because S4 is about to die in the bot lane. I know everybody's just waiting with bated breath to see what your reaction to that is, but looks like S4 will be first blooded.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is the life.
You have been denied.
Right. I can't confirm or deny that because, well, I don't watch anime. Lena Inverse, that does sound like anime. Is that not copyrighted, apparently? Huh, interesting. But Pit Lord can't do that, or Windrunner, very generic term, can't do that either.
Never refuse.
Stupendous!
Could be. Slacks one day and pretend to be interested. That is actually very true, and he does like anime, if I remember correctly. Top lane, LSA is there. Batrider not gonna be able to get out of dodge. Limp successful with that gank as he... I mean, looking at the actual last hits, it's gonna be a little bit deceiving because Weeha now goes into the jungle with his other Meepo. So his farm should accelerate quite heavily now. S4 in the bot lane. Did get Searing Chains to start things off. Batch is gonna connect and turn this around onto GH.
Invisibility!
Getting healed thanks to GH. The Ebola's kept him alive, Cinderin. Believe it or not, it can work the other way as well. The panel mentioned Scotty potentially at some point as Hanskin. Oh my god, they actually do have the burst damage. Jeez. Soul Rip is insane, man. Level 2 Soul Rip. Oof. Pretty ridiculous.
Huzzah!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chained in fury.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
And looks like my control will take a tumble.
Had your warning.
So Limp now level 8.5. And looking at Weehaw, he's actually under that mark just by a bit, which, I mean, I guess makes sense because Storm was participating in a couple kills, but typically Meepo wants to have this advantage in levels, right?
Huzzah!
Don't burn your fingers.
Yeah, you can dispel Cinder.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nico Baby was getting chased in the top lane, but he is solo right now, so has to be a little bit careful. My control does have lasso, of course, as he just hits level 6. But Nico Baby is going to be very difficult to initiate on with that Dark Pack timing, but he has to have the timing. Yeah, I mean, looking at the CS, 39-12 versus 47-11 as the quote-unquote off-lane miracle, if you want to call it that. So Miracle is doing just dandy in this bot lane.
Dire are scanning.
Oof. Yep, that's true. We'll see if they do anything about that. But Storm trying to chase out his brother in Ember Spirit, but Weehaw is here with the nets. Looks like Limp will survive, but Sunray keeping Weehaw healthy in the meantime. Crush is there. Connect on Miracle now. Still has a couple remnants to work with. S4 just getting kited right now, but Alliance does get that bounty rune. It's going to take heavy damage for their troubles. Miracle? He could still potentially go for this. Searing Chains with the remnants coming in. That should be enough. Nope, the Crush is there and the Bash to follow. It's going to be a 1-for-1. There's now Weehaw coming in for FNG. This looks to be a very easy kill for him.
God, take it.
So it ends up being a 3-for-1 across the board. I've been saying that for years, Synderin. I'm glad the pros are finally catching on, you know? That Phoenix hero, once you hit that level 2 ult, once you get one item, it feels like you just have such a big impact versus other position 4s. But
Dire's top tower is
yeah,
under
he did
attack.
pop his ult for that. And looks like he'll just be chased down.
Your limit.
Being an easy one at the end of the day, but mid lane we're gonna have some action come into fray here. Tombstone is placed, and Miracle doing a really good job of kiting them from afar. Limped, still has enough mana to zip away, and S4 is healthy enough. Oh my god, that soul rip. Heal from Chen, but it's not going to be enough as S4 trying to turn this around. With Limp's help, they're going to be able to be successful in that 1-for-1. Lasso is onto Limp right now. He's going to pop that wand and zip on away, but there's the egg to follow. TP support is coming, but Mind Control is going to have enough damage to take out that Storm Spear, and the egg will connect onto Handskin as well. So Team Nigma, I thought they were at the disadvantage there, but they ended up turning that around big time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Nico Baby, they tried to go on top of him. He's going to pop his ult. Mind Control looks to be the death for the Dire, as Miracle now on the run. Has the drums, phase boots tucked away. Looks like GH is getting pretty close to finishing his Euls. Takes heavy damage, but should survive unless Miracle goes even more ham, which he's attempting to do right now. S4 does die, but will it cost Miracle his life is the question. Soul Rip keeping him alive again, but Remnant to the other side of the jungle. And just Team Nigma just feels like they're getting away with murder constantly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Weehaw, he's been involved in 1 kill, I think. I guess he's 2-0, so technically 2, but he hasn't been as active. But now that he has this E-Blade, I assume a Blink Dagger soon. In fact, is something coming? I feel like he should be more farmed than this, but maybe not. Did go the triple Wraith Band. Certainly dead.
You must train harder.
And Nigma now with a 3k net worth lead and likely the tier 1 tower to follow here, but bounty runes are up. Looks like it'll be split evenly.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And we have a double TP top actually, so Kuroki is here, Tombstone's available, Miracle as well. They're gonna attempt to chase S4. Only 1 zombie chasing him right now. Yeah, chains didn't connect, so that might break things up. But I've said that before, and it feels like they just continue to pile on this pressure. Initiation onto Kuroki. We've seen this story before. It doesn't really end well, typically for Alliance in this series at least. Weehaw now applying all his pressure onto S4. Getting healed thanks to Chen. We'll be able to take out anybody to start this fight as Phoenix Egg pops off. It looks like Weehaw is going to drop it. Gets healed at the last moment, trying to run away. Will be successful now in the lasso onto the Storm Spirit as they lost S4 as well, who's forced to buy back in the game. Soul Rip again, keeping Weehaw alive. They are just unfreaking killable, apparently. S4 does not want to die back here as Handskin might just be feeding his life away. Triple kill for Miracle. And now Nico Baby in the trees. Question is, do they have the vision? Do they have the lockdown in order to take him out? They're past the tier 1 tower, which is still up and running. Weehaw is not even helping his team, just going for the objectives right now. And the Sunray with that E-Blade combination, S4, this likely will be a dive back. Finally ticks away. And they do get the tier 1 tower after all said and done. Yeah. Well, I feel like haven't they been initiating on him and it just never ends well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you mentioned this, my controls build exactly the same as last game on Lina, but this time on the Bad Riders. You're going to see initiation onto Chen. Looks to be an easy one, but he has the mech going for Greaves now, so it's just this all-out heal strat. Again, we shouldn't be surprised by it since we did see it last game. Miracle. Looks like the Yules is there, but Limp taking the brunt of the damage. Bash is there for S4, but again, the heals just continuing to come in as Alliance is just getting completely dumpstered right now. S4, just an afterthought. Very easy kill at the end of the day. 3 for nothing. And they're just going to barrel down mid. Indeed.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Yeah, it's one of the best. And it's one of the safer heroes to have Aegis on as well, because it's really hard to kill him a second time if you position the original Meepo correctly with that Aegis. As looks like Handskin is just going to get soloed here by Miracle. And Alliance are just getting destroyed. Nico Baby pounces, but unluckily for him, he's completely surrounded. The egg, not really needed, but either way, 2 kills. 2 more kills, I should say, for Team Nigma. As the tier 2 towers look to be next. I don't see any reason they can't just continue on.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Huzzah! Oh!
Brownie!
Dire are scanning.
Speaking of checkmate, you should watch Queen's Gambit. Great show, Cinderin. But you gotta watch In Bruges first. Okay. Sounds like a plan. So GH on this Phoenix having a huge impact in both respective games. Going towards a Shivas, and I feel like he will finish that if this game is not even over by then. S4 getting caught off guard. One more right click should do it. They're trying to chase him out. We'll finally find him. Nico Baby in the meantime has to pop that ult. Orchid is applied to Miracle, but Weeha just continuing his rampage. Not in a literal sense, although he still has time to do so. Nico Baby chased under the cover of the tier 3 tower, which is now fortified, but it really doesn't matter. And this is feeling very similar to game 1, where we might just see GG's before they even hit high ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah. Crazy. Very cool strat, though. Kuroki's been holding on to this, he's been holding on to this combo while injured. Now he finally informed his teammates, and they're taking advantage. Absolutely. All the roots. Yeah, Limp destroyed now. Does have buyback, but see how much it actually meant. They do have one more fight in them, technically, since he does have buyback. But they're going to have to give up this Rax at the very least. Nigma could go for top lane as well, as we do have the tier 2s down. FNG pops that ult, but dies shortly after. This could be a really big kill onto Ember Spirit. Miracle is not healed in time. Does have buyback, but that feels like the first kill in a very long time for Alliance. Kuroki needs to get an Aether Lens. He probably regrets his decision now of Glimmer King. Could not get close enough to heal. He should know that Miracle and Weeha are just going to go ham, right? Deep into the enemy. Oh, is that an Aghanim Scepter? Wait, what? Oh, never mind. I thought that was an Ag Storm for a second there. I'm like, holy crap. How did he farm that? So, I mean, at this stage, Cinderin, Alliance super far behind. What can they do? Like, Weeha is one of those players that we've talked about that puts himself in kind of crappy positions occasionally. Do you hope for him to... I mean, is this more like waiting for Nigma to make mistakes versus trying to do something yourself?
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Captured in the flame. Armor melts away. Monster kill.
Yeah, Weeha finds a kill on the backside as well. So 2 easy kills in the jungle for Nigma as they have a 21k net worth lead at 23 minutes. And now Weeha in the enemy base with those 4 Meepos has the Scotty, E-Blade. He has another Scotty lined up apparently.
Dire's bottom tower.
Oh, perfect. Double Scotty, love it.
Top barracks are under attack.
On, but he's not really in too much danger here. They still have a tier 2 tower, so they cannot get megas. What?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yep, they have gone. They will attempt this. Remember, no ages onto Meepo. Lasso is going to keep poor Limp in place, and that's going to be another easy one as Alliance just crumbles here amongst the ridiculous lineup of Team Nigma. Kuroki is back, and the heals have cometh. Undying looks good. I never thought I'd see the day, Cinderin. I've talked a lot of shit about this hero, but it looked really freaking good these 2 games. I won't lie.